There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Yay, here we are for another read aloud. And I'm so excited to introduce you to my friend and very talented author and voice artist and a number of other things, Jason Neal. I've got here again all my goodies. Kids have gotten to know Barnabas a bit. He's been with me since high school, and he's been to more countries than many humans. And we've got Hercules here. He's been part of one of my books. So everybody's here. And the minion, who's new to people, just like you noticed, Jason, new minion in the background. So we are here and cozy and ready to enjoy Jason's story. It is so cute, and the illustrations are adorable. And I got to partner with him a bit as he worked on it. So I had a firsthand look at the work that went into it, but also in his skill and giftings here. And so I'm excited to introduce him and share with you what he does and this work he has. But first, Jason, why don't you tell us just a little about who you are, where you are in the world, and why you wrote and spoke this book.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me on. It's great to have this opportunity to read the book to you all. So yes, so I'm based in Spain, and I'm originally from the UK, and I wrote this book really off the back of making a audio version of this book. So it all started off with my passion for music and audio and editing, and I started to create these little ideas from just little things that kind of popped into my head, and then I started making these voices, and then one day I was thinking of a present to give my niece from my wife's side, and I was thinking, oh, what could I do? And like, this could be an opportunity to create a book, but in audio form only. So I got into a music studio, and I recorded it and edited it. I got some help from a few friends, one particularly in this book, and I made this audio. So that's where it all started, and I gave this as a present, and then I did another one, which ended up being another present, and then I did another one and another one. So I ended up with 4 audio recordings, and I thought, okay, people like the audio, but they always said that it would be nice to read along. So I decided to turn one of them into a book. So I kind of and this is something that we went through during my process, which was the kind of reverse engineering it, because it started off as an audio, whereas normally people do the audio after they've done the book. So I had to turn that audio into the book version. So it was it's very interesting process. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and the voices. I did some other voice work and then other little bits and pieces. So I really loved that part of it. I loved the audio and the voice part.
I love that. Do you do that for other authors as well?
Yes, I mean, I love the creating voices side of things, and the doing, different types of voices. It's not just straightforward narration, but also the kind of bringing characters to life. And I had these characters in my head as I did the audio first, and then I kind of got the illustrator to kind of get those characters out of my head and put them on page. And when they came to life, I was like, that's perfect. That's exactly how I imagined them. And then they were born. And so I love that side of things. I love being able to be given a brief, even if it's just some text to say, this character is a happy character and they like going shopping on a weekend. And you take these bits and you turn them into a character. So I love that side of things.
Ah, that's so cool. I love it too. Cool. Well, I will let you do your thing now. So thanks for joining us. I'm going to get out of the way.
Okay. You got the book ready?
Yeah. All right. Go for it.
Okay, everybody. So this book is called The Panda Who Loves Bamboo. And it's from a collection called the Helping Hands collection. So these stories are all about helping others with any issues or problems that they face. with a very positive message throughout. So here we go. The Panda Who Loves Bamboo. In a land far away, there was a hungry panda eating bamboo in his jungle veranda. He continued to munch all the way until lunch. He loved his food. It brightened his mood. But when the very hungry panda turned to pick up another shoot, none was to be found, even after he'd looked. "Where are all the bamboos?" the panda said. "I'm sure there were lots," as he shook his head. Now the panda had a dilemma, so he turned to his friend, a girl he knew, but one that could never be named. The hungry panda turned to ask, "Why are there no more bamboo?" The friend of the panda then turned and gasped, "I was not aware. I wanted some too." We are hungry. We need food. We need something for our mood. Let's go traveling on our feet. Let's go find something to eat. They both set out on a journey to find an unlimited supply of bamboo they could hide. For if it was hidden, it could only be theirs, the greatest wish for the two cuddly bears. As they swept through the jungle, looking out everywhere, suddenly a figure came out from nowhere. For it was a tiger, but no ordinary one. It was filled with anger. Something was wrong. The hungry panda confronted the tiger, looked into his eyes with a meaningful stare. Then the friend began to speak. "Could you help us?" she said with no fear. "Maybe I can, but you'll have to wait here," the tiger with anger replied with a glare. The pair of pandas waited in wonder as shortly afterwards it started to thunder. Not knowing what was going to happen, they picked up some twigs and started to tap them. They tapped a cool rhythm, then started to sing a couple of tunes about their favorite things. "I like food. I like sun. I like the things that make me smile. Like my friends, my family. These are my favorite things. These are my favorite things." The sun then began to shine. "Phew," the friend said, "that must be a sign." When the tiger with anger returned to the pair, he took a deep breath and began to declare, "I will offer my help, but I'll also need yours. Just trust me with this and give me your paws. Feel my hands shake. This is the anger inside. I don't mean to be rude. It's just something I can't hide. Your singing before made me feel calm. If you would do it again, I'll take you to the farm. A farm with so many shoots of bamboo. Enough for a lifetime. Enough for you too." "That would be great," the hungry panda cheered. Without a moment of hesitation, the three of them disappeared. Into the jungle they followed the tiger, but thought of the ways they could control all his anger. At the end of the path, they shed a sigh of relief, for finding food would no longer be a grief. In front of them was a farm full of bamboo, and a limited supply they both now knew. The tiger with anger growled at the pair. "As I said, it's all there." The couple of pandas rejoiced with a hug, then turned to the tiger. "Thank you so much." But with a tear in his eye, the tiger replied, "You are welcome, my friends, but I must say goodbye." "Please, we can help with your anger inside. We can make it disappear. Just let us try. The tiger with anger had nothing to say. He turned to walk the other way. But as his back was turned, he heard this song, a song that all could sing along. Peacefully, quietly, calm down, my friend tiger. Don't be scared. Don't be angry. The tiger looked back, but this time with a smile. My anger is gone. I'm no longer hostile. For that was the story of the pandas that sang some magical harmonies with only their tongues. Forever they will be remembered as a tiger was tamed. But shh, everybody, they must never be named.
I could listen to you read forever.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so much fun. I love the tiger, and it's such a sweet story. Anyway, just friendship and kindness and such things that we just need in our world right now. So thanks for putting that out there and making it available in such variety of ways, which is cool. So, speaking
You're
of
welcome.
putting it out there, where can people get your book?
Okay, well, it's on Amazon. It's on Amazon in a Kindle form and paperback, which you can see here. This is the paperback.
Yeah.
And so that's available to buy right now. And I believe there'll be a link in this. There's a link in this description.
Yep.
And also at the moment, I've decided because of the current situation that I want to try and help in some way with this book. And the way I thought was essentially I'm going to open access to this book online in a digital form. So you go on to a part of the website for this book, which is happymeland.com. And there's a link again in the description where you can go on and get access to the digital copy of the book and the audio to read and listen at the same time with all the songs as well. I didn't choose to sing the songs today, but there are songs available on there. And all I'm asking is to donate something, even it be so little. It can be €1, a pound, $1. Ideally, the more you can, the better. But to a chosen charity of yours that will help children and families in this time. So whether it be putting basic food on the table, or help with healthcare, things that they need for the house. We're all out there doing our own bit, supporting who we can. And I was deliberating for ages about a charity to choose. And but because people have brought this book from different parts of the world, I wanted to lead the decision down to each individual because they all have communities in their local area, countries and towns and regions that they're connected to, and causes that they're connected to. So all I ask is you go on, you just leave your name, your email, and then just a little screenshot of your donation with your name in, just to show that you donated and the date that you donated it. And you'll get access to the digital copy for your children to read, ideally with you, ideally with the parents, to all read for your own story time.
Oh, that's really generous. That's really generous and thoughtful of you. Thanks for making it available like that and thinking about how to make life just a little better for each of us now, both in sharing your work, but also in, just thinking about
Yeah,
local communities that might be
yeah.
benefited. Yeah.
Well, thank you. No, I mean, it's just the least I can do really at the moment, and I think it's obviously does two things. You know, it helps people in need, and it also helps parents who are
Yeah.
probably driving crazy, going, "I
Yeah.
need something else for my kids to do."
Yeah.
This is just something else anyway. So enjoy.
Love it. Hey, thanks for doing that. So yeah, we'll have both of those links down below. Um, so if I understand the process, if you make a donation of any kind to a charity that is right now supporting families or children, um, whether that's local to you or just a cause that's special to your heart,
Yeah.
take a screenshot of that receipt and then upload it with your name and email to the website
Yeah.
that's down below. And then he'll
Yes.
give you access to the audiobook and the songs and the digital book with the audio and the songs.
Yeah.
Um, that's awesome. Thanks for doing
Okay.
that. Yeah,
No, you're
that's
very
awesome.
welcome.
Anything you'd like to say in parting to our kids and families watching?
No, just stay safe, and enjoy your time together. I think there's the other side. We can look at things and say that because if parents have to stay home because of work, and then you can now both spend that time with each other and appreciate that time together, and do fun things, and I thank you as well for doing this. I'm obviously, you give me the opportunity to read this book, which is fantastic, but I think things like this is what makes what makes these kids just a little bit happier each day, and just
Yeah.
to give them something to also look forward to as well, something else and something different, because we something creative as well. So thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today. And I guess kids and families, you know where to find more of Jason. You know that we'll be back here during Kidlit quarantine. And like he said, stay safe and have a great day. Bye.